One, two, testing, testing. One, two. One, two, one, two. Yeah. All right. Oof. Mm. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's wait. I'm going to invite everybody actually. All right, so that's one, two, three, four, five. Wow. Mm, okay, how are you guys? Hey, how are you? Demonistry. Yeah, nice one, right? Really? You passed your challenge? Show me. Send me a picture. I'm gonna use this as marketing. Did you pass the phase one or the phase two? Good morning, Kevin. How are you? So, I just took another short in gold. I'm gonna show you, but don't chase it, right? I took it right here. Don't chase that trade, mates. Yeah. So today we have a pretty you know, weekday news-wise. What's up, crypto cure for cancer? Kenya in the house. How are you, mate? I'm a little bit tired myself. I started my day a little bit early today, around midnight, 7 a.m. now. So today we have, we don't have anything actually, news-wise. Um, but what I'm looking at, hello, Gaj Deck. How are you, mate? So what I'm looking at is possible longs on the US30 and the Nasdaq, right? I'm gonna go through my thought process on that one. Wow, those gold shorts that I took are really, really moving. That's awesome. Yes. Actually, I'm going to move my stops a little bit higher. So, only 20 pips risk right now for my gold shorts. So, what I'm looking at is this, mates. I'm looking at possible longs on the Nasdaq and, US equities overall. I don't know why, but I don't like the S&P 500. The Dow is the one that I did. On Friday we took that Dow long, the US30 long with the F1 strategy setup. This one right here, this one right here. That was an amazing trade. And right now I'm looking at a possible long on the Dow. I'm gonna wait for the market to open. Uh, and then I am going to uh, yeah, it's ill-advised to take trades. Um, it's fine to trade pre-market, right? But to take a trade 15 minutes before the market opens with tight stops is just burning money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch the open and you know, um, how this moves. And the zone that I'm looking at is this one right here. So basically what I'm looking here on the Dow are longs, right? And um, I am going to. I mean, I'm going to take a long trade, right? Um, on these two scenarios that I am about to tell you. So basically, there's two possibilities, right? When the market opens, and I think that we are going to have some kind of a push down towards this key level. And here is where I am going to try to find a buy for the Dow, right? Now, because I'm looking at taking the buy at the open, it's going to, I mean, my risk is going to be very low. Let's have a look, actually, how much I'm going to be risking. I don't even have the Dow on my, what are you? US30. Here you are. So let's have a look. Yeah, possibly risking just about a quarter of a percent on, actually no, zero point 0.5 because today I made about 3%. So I'm fine with risking 0.5%. So basically, really, I mean, if you see the down rallying right now, don't get that FOMO inside you because really, I mean, if the Dow starts to rally, then I'm not well, I'm going to miss that trade and I'm going to trade it. But it's very possible that we're going to get some volatility and then um, uh, somewhat a stop hunt of weak lanes that took this setup, pre-market with tight stops, rookie players. And very possibly also, if Dow dips towards these lows, it's very possible that it's going to fake below this level. Here is where I want um, to trade along the Dow. Good morning, Platini. TJ, I'm fine, thank you, mate. The oh, and the Nasdaq pretty similar setup, but what I don't like about the Nasdaq is that we have this level just at the daily highs. So I'm going to play the Dow because there's a ton of room to the upside in this market.
So research coming through now from S&P, they continue to expect US GDP growth to slow to 2.4.
All right. So there's a ton of room. Just have a look at this imbalance right here. There's a ton of room to the upside on the Dow, and this is what I want to play. So, the casino opens in 11 minutes. If you have a question, now is the time. Now is the time. If you have a question, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do an hour long live session today. I'm just gonna watch the open, possibly take the trade if that scenario that I just told you about plays out. And if not, I'm gonna be done for the day because, like I told you, I already made 3% today, so I'm good. But go ahead. I mean, I do these shows so you guys have access to me, and you can ask me anything, about trading. Um, because I mean, if you don't, I'm just gonna shut down the stream. I'm gonna shut down the show because it's a waste of time. And yeah, my time is valuable, mates. Right. Mm. 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes, guys. Yeah, I mean, if I don't hear from you, or if you're just waiting for that free trade, I'm gonna shut down the show before the market opens, you know. Because there's no reason for me to be doing these shows if yeah, if you don't ask questions. Listen, that's a good question. BCH. Hold on. I thought you were talking about Bitcoin. I don't know what BCH is. I don't trade crypto, mate, Dr. T. Well, I do trade crypto, but mostly on CFDs and mostly just Ethereum and Bitcoin and Litecoin. And yeah, right now I'm gonna show you actually. Right now I have a Bitcoin long right here. You know, very possibly I'm going to get stopped out or break even. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind getting stopped out or break even because this is just a starter position, right? This is just a starter position. I have, let's see, I have some buy stops above, above the highs. But I'm not loving it. I'm not loving Bitcoin longs. What do you think for our rejection on the 200 EMA? On what market, mate? On what market? Um, yeah, I'm not Bitcoin Cash, but yeah, I'd rather hear you talk about Forex than crypto personally. Yeah, I mean, you are completely and utterly right. Forex is what I do. Crypto, I mean, I don't even know what BCH is. So yeah, I rather I would rather talk about uh, you know you know currencies, global macro, commodities, whatever. US30. What about US30? What about it? I hate when people just type US30, GBP Japanese yen. Why don't you tell me what you're looking at, and maybe we can have a fucking discussion. So, Bain, uh, that's also US30. I'm sorry, mate. I am so sorry. So, I'm just a little bit tired. So, on what time frame? 4 hour chart. Let's have a look. I don't have that 200 EMA, but let's go ahead and oh boy, I mean, this is a ton. I mean, this has to be filled. So let's add the EMA. Bam, bam, EMA. Oh, EMA, moving average, exponential. Here it is. 200, right? Let's have a look. 200. Uh, I mean, I don't trade with EMAs. The F1 strategy does have exponential moving average in it, but it's only used for bias. And actually, thank you for pointing this out. Um, you know, but I don't pay too much attention on it. And if you notice, at least on my chart, it hasn't been rejected just yet, just yet. So let's wait and see what happens. Hold on. Orlando is waiting for um, how can I get clear points of entry using the correlation of three indices? Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. You might think that they move the same, but but they're super different. Don't do that. Wow, don't use correlation between the Nasdaq, the Dow, and the S&P 500. Though, the rally that you're seeing right now is induced, right? But you have to know what you're trading, right? You have to know the companies that are inside of each and every single one of the indices that you are looking to trade, right? I like the Dow because it's only 30 companies, more volatile, right? When I trade the Nasdaq, I pay close attention on how the tech sector is doing, right? And that's why I don't trade too much the S&P 500, right? I focus mostly on the Dow and on the Nasdaq, but don't do that. When you place your pending orders, do you ever put a smaller size trade immediately as well? Is the reckless in your opinion? No, you know, well, that's a good question, mate. That's a good question because I used to do that when I first started out. You know, well, I call that a started position. But the thing about it is that, I mean, if you place a small position, right, a small trade before getting triggered on your pending order, and your pending order is at a level that validates your trade idea. So if you take a small trade before the market triggers you on your pending order, your trade idea is not yet valid. So basically, you will be gambling, and more often than not, you are going to get stopped out on that small position, right? And because it's a small position, you could say, I don't care, right? But the thing is that on the long term, those losses add up and they fuck up your performance. So I don't do that. You know, I don't do that. I personally do not do that anymore. I used to do that, you know. That's a good question. I mean, it took me back to my rookie years. But yeah, I mean, but it's up to you, you know. I'm not telling you to not do that. Um, but I'm just telling you what I do. The win rate of the F1 strategy about, I don't know, about 65% or so, 63%. But because it yields better than 1 to 2 risk to reward trades, you know, it's extremely powerful. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. In this game, you know, in this game, if you are correct on your trades, 50 to 52% of the times on the long term, right? You are right there, you know, at the top with, you know, along with, you know, the very elite of traders. You know, it's all about risk management, right? It's all about being disciplined enough to understand the math behind what you're doing. For example, um, um, right now on the past this year, my win rate is about, personally speaking, right, it's about 54%. But I make money. I make money because I only take better than 1 to 2.5%. I'm sorry, 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio trades, right? And that allows me to, with the way that I manage my risk, right, and you know, the discipline that I have on taking only better than 1 to 2.2. Let's call it two. Let's call it better than 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio trades. I can have a 35% win rate and still make money, right? That's very mediocre. Um, but you know, the power behind trading is risk management, right? Yeah, and risk management explained on F1. What do you mean by that? Yeah, do you take yes. I mean, yeah, I do. The Dow trade on Friday, I didn't wait because of this, right? Let me show you actually. On Friday, right? Normally the F1 strategy setup was this. This was the setup, right? But and it was a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. But because this move happened during the Asian session, I had to take a you know, a lesser R, which was still a better than 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, was a 2.5 or so, 2.3. I'm sorry. Um, during London. right? Because of the strong breakout. You know, the trade was already triggered, so I wanted to jump in on that because it was. The probability of success of that setup is about 90%. Yeah, you know, but this is how strong the F1 strategy is. It took me a year to develop this fucking strategy, you know. Um, yeah, that's why I'm not going to give it for free, and that's why it's priced at what it is. See, see what I mean? Just let's put on the one. Ah, the market just opened. Hey, hey. So the market just opened. Shit. Hold on. Hold the fuck on, because I am possibly taking a trade. See what I mean? We have that move to the downside. So I have two possibilities here. Hold on. Let me put on the 3 minute chart. I have two possibilities here, and I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a buy stop above this high with stop losses below this low, and that is what I'm going to do right now. Hold on. I'm going to risk only 0.5% on this trade. All right. Enter. All right, so I placed my stop, my buy stop, and let me see what I am going to put my targets at 32. All right, so this particular trade is yielding about, let's see, fuck, this is fine. Um, uh, 2 point, uh, let's, I'm gonna show you here. Very possibly, it's looking a little bearish at the moment, but this is what I'm looking at the moment. I'm going to just put it right here so you can actually see what I'm looking at. And of course, targeting that high. Boom, a 2.3 R trade right here. Yeah, let's see what happens, right? Of course, that if the Dow continues to dip and it breaks with this low, the one that I'm pointing out, which is my stop loss level, I will be deleting this order. Gold just crashed. Gold just crashed. So I'm pretty happy with that trade that I took. Pretty happy with this trade that I took right here. That's awesome. How much am I up here? About 60 pips. All right, I'm gonna close this. Yeah, I'll close it. All right, I'm just keeping I'm just keeping the my long-term sell on gold from these highs, which is up about 1,000 pips. No, 100 pips. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. So up 3.8% today. That's awesome. Let's see how the Dow react. Let's have a look at the. Wow, everything is just crashing. So let's see how the Dow reacts to that previous low, right? And that's the other reason that I don't take, those, uh, small positions, before I get triggered. Also, I mean, I don't trade aggressively in the sense that, I don't look to buy at these lows for a very tight stop loss and a 1 to 16 risk to reward ratio. That's not the way that I trade. But sometimes I do, in these particular scenarios, I do take, you know, about 0.4% of my trade at the lows, but in this case, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just going to wait to see how this develops. Put on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I mean that this is a pretty thick zone. Let me show you actually, right? Let's put on, I'm going to delete this. Let's put on the volume profile. Bum, 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 bum. This one. So pretty cool actually, right? The point of control is just below my entry, which is nice because I want to be trading long above the point of control. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to explain to you. I'll explain to you right now. This red line is called the point of control, right? The point of control is the level that has had the most volume traded today, right? And this histogram that I can, row size, let's put on a 60 so it looks better. Right. So this histogram, what this histogram shows you is, the levels with the most volume traded, right? So right here you can see that at this level where we had that big rejection, we have a high volume area, right? And the thing about this is that, I mean, I'm going to delete that pending order on the Dow right now, my friends. And I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing that, why I'm deleting that order. The reason that I'm deleting that order is because of this. If you notice, I'm sorry, the decrease in volume traded at these levels, that means that we are not going to find a ton of buyers at these levels, right? And that means that once the price broke to the downside, the highest probability is that it will continue to the downside. So I don't want to be trading long. Now, having said that, if by miracle, buyers jump in and we have a rejection of these lows, I will consider, I would consider a long, you know. But I'm not trading anymore today. I'm pretty happy with my results for the day. No, I'm not trading short, and that's the thing. Yeah, let's have a look at the 3-minute chart. Possible rejection here. Possible rejection. But yeah, no, I'm not trading short. The thing is that I have my trade idea, right? I have a bias. My bias is long. My trade idea, what I want to do is buy. I want to ride. I mean, I'm a trend trader, right? I don't. What I want to do is I want to ride. I want to ride this. I want to ride this further, right? So I'm never going to flip on my trade ideas in the sense that, yeah, I mean, my long idea got invalidated, of course, didn't get triggered, but I'm not going to look for shorts, right? I'm never flipping. Well, I never say never, right? But yeah, I'm never flipping. 3-minute chart. Oh, looks nice. But we are still trading below that point of control, right? Let's see what happens, and let's see if price makes it to that point of control. I want to see. I mean, if this is really a true rejection of these lows, right? Um, I want to see. I want to see the reaction to that point of control. To possibly look for longs. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the show on, mates. And oh, this looks nice. This actually looks nice. Uh, hmm. Yeah. So I am replacing. I mean, placing again my my buy stop about those highs. Um, yeah, possibly. Let's have a look. Hmm. Yeah. And the reason is because, I mean, because my entry is very close to that point of control, right? To the session's point of control. And, because of that, there's going to be a ton of sell orders here, right? And if buyers are strong enough to sweep all the sell orders in place here, right, price is just going to bomb. It's going to explode to the upside. And if I'm not prepared, I'm not going to be able to get in on that trade entry. And that's the 32K, 32K. But yeah, I mean, we just need to wait and see what happens. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions at all? No, I mean, I'm not always trading long. I don't think I understood your question. No, I mean, I trade long, I trade short. I don't have a bias on the way that I trade or the trades that I take. I do have a bias on the market that I trade. For example, here on the Dow, I'm looking to. I mean, I just want to. The only play for me is long. My dog is here. The only play for me is long, right? If we have a break of these lows, I'm not gonna look for shorts. That's what I meant. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ain't nobody business. What he meant, yeah, exactly that. So, yes, I am not going to be trading the Dow today, my friends. Sadly, I am not. Wow, look at the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. God damn. Is how I look at the S&P 500. Again, same thing. But the Dow is holding that level, holding those lows. That's why I'm telling you. I mean, don't look to trade confluence between, equity markets. They're very, very different. The Russell also holding that point of control today. All right, I mean, let's wait and see what happens. Again, I don't think I'm trading I'm not trading the Dow. I'm not trading this session. I can't find anything at all. Um, well, look at that. I just closed my gold shorts at the right time. Um, there was, the reason that I closed my gold shorts also, I'm gonna tell you. This was the VIP trade today. Yeah, that was a nice one. Um, yeah, the reason that why isn't this chart showing the gap? There's a gap in gold that needs to be filled, and let's have a look if it filled. No, it hasn't. Oh yeah, it just filled. This week low, right here, this was the gap fill. This was exactly the gap fill. So that was the reason that I closed the short that I took pre-market in gold for 60 pips. That the one that you saw me close. That was the reason that I took it. So this is what we do on the VIP team, right? On the VIP group. If you want to make money with us, this is our performance. I mean, it hasn't been updated yet, but it's up 14.3%. We're not promising to make 300% in 2 days because that's just dumb and stupid. What we do is steady growth and low drawdown. That's the way that you make money long term, right? Focusing on risk management, focusing on steady growth, and focusing on low drawdown. So if you want to be part of what we do, you know, just click the link below this video and subscribe to the VIP team. You won't regret it. And if there's a VIP here, you should tell them to do so because I think that you're not regretting your choice of joining us, right? If there's someone here, I think there's someone here because someone was talking about that gold short. Huh? I don't remember who was it. Oh, the monastery. Yeah, he passed the challenge, the funding challenge with that gold trade. You know, what that's uh, that's an amazing thing that you are able to get a 100K account if you are disciplined enough. So, if you don't know, I started a funding challenge just to promote the F1 strategy, right? I passed the phase one on 3 days, and currently this is the account of phase two, right? It's up 1%. Yeah, the reason that it's up just 1% is because I started this account with a 3% drawdown, and today I brought it back up. And and that's a cool thing, because drawdowns happen, you know. You have to be um, you have to be, you have to change your mindset if you want to trade for a living, right? First of all, you don't. What you need to do is just detach yourself from the value of money, because if you don't do that, you're always going to be looking at your open P&L or your overall P&L as a monetary value, and that, my friends, is something that you must not do. The money in your trading account is just to keep score. It's not actual money until you withdraw from it. And yeah, so it started in the phase two with a 3.5% drawdown, and I brought it back up today to plus 1%. Is I made $3,000 today, mostly trading gold, right? And with minimal risk, I don't risk more than 0.75% on any trade. That's just the way that I do, how I manage my own money, and well, how I manage the account that manages the money that I manage. I never trade, I don't trade big. I don't focus on that. What I focus on is keeping my drawdown low, right, and steady growth, just like this. This is a beautiful equity chart in my eyes. Most people see this and tell me, what? You're only up 14% in 2 months? Well, try it. Try to do that. Yeah, try to do that. It's not that easy. See, so the Dow is also breaking that shit, breaking those lows. I'm still holding that little bit of gold shorts just to see what the fuck happens with this market. But yeah, great things can be achieved if you are, if you really, really hustle, in the sense that if you put, I mean, your body and mind to this, because this is not just about clicking buy and sell. In fact, uh, um, any true trader will tell you that what I'm going to tell you is true. Uh, as a professional trader, the least thing that you do is buy and sell. That's 1% of your time. The other 99% of your time is the work you do behind doors, right? Going through your through your past trades, back testing your strategy, optimizing every single every little thing about your trading. Finding leaks in your trading, like the one that I just told you, right? Taking those small trades before getting triggered, that is a leak, because more often than not, you're going to get stopped out, and that makes you leak money, right? And it fucks with your overall performance. And those small losses add up. You know, if you're really, really passionate about this, and if you really want to do what I do, it's not easy. You have to put all the work, mates. Yeah, but it's awesome. I'll tell you that. It's fucking awesome. Hi, mate. Is it possible you could please explain risk appetite and risk aversion if there is any source to know? Huh? Uh, Google it. Investopedia will tell you. You know, risk. Yeah, I mean, just Google it. Just Google it. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. You know, that's the reason I developed the F1 strategy tool. You know, this little fucking thing right here. Um, because you know, if you have been with me for a long time, you know that I don't trade with indicators, right? The F1 strategy is a mechanical system with with a specific set of rules to find trades, right? And the reason that I developed it is because a ton of new traders have a really tough time um, understanding their trading personality, right? So one of the main reasons that I developed the F1 is to cut that waiting time, you know, because I mean, of personally speaking, I started trading the 1 minute chart, you know, scalping, then I moved on to day trading, swing trading, etc., etc. And it took me years to find where I was comfortable, you know, how, and not only the time frame that I was trading, but how to manage my trades, where to take profits, etc. You know, it takes a lot of time. But when you have a set of rules that dictate how you must trade every single setup and how you must manage every single winning trade, you know, that burden is eliminated, and uh, that burden is what makes most traders quit before they are profitable. So if you're looking for a cool strategy to trade, the F1 is the one that I would recommend because it's mine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's pretty cool. I actually traded a lot, and yeah, with this funding challenge, um, 90% of my trades are based on the F1. For example, this gold long that I took today, right? Let me show you, right? I took this trade right here. I'm gonna show you on the 3 minute chart. Um, yeah, I took this trade. The risk to reward, this trade, what was it? I think it was here. Yes. The risk to reward on this trade was a 3R, right? But I took all of my trade at about 1.3 R just before this move down, right? There is a set of rules on how to do that and why you should do that with the F1 strategy too. And after that, and yeah, today I flipped, and after that I took the short countless times. I took three shorts here, and I took another short right here. So you know, with the F1 strategy, it's pretty easy to identify good setups. And you know, the only thing that well, my only advice is that um, only trade 1 to 2 setups because you there will be days um, that you will find 5, 6 setups, and you know, just take the best ones or the better ones. You know, don't take them all, right? And with good discipline, anything's possible, mates. And you know, I'm logging off. Thank you for joining me. Oh shit, I've been on for 45 minutes, and I thought I told you that I was going to do a 25-minute show today. Yeah. Uh, just because I like you guys, I stayed on. So if you're interested in, you know, in getting our signals, our trades, and have this steady growth, join the VIP group. Right, the link is below this video. It's very affordable, and the reason why we price it at that is because, you know, there's no need to price it at $1,000. You know, I mean, it's better that a ton of traders trade with us than only two. And you know, today's gold trade on the VIP, which was this short, would have paid for your monthly subscription. And if you're looking for a strategy, to learn a strategy, a systematic strategy with a given set of rules, and that guides you step by step on how to look for setups, how to look for the best setups, and how to trade and manage those winning trades. Well, the F1 strategy is for you, and the link, my friends, is below the video too. So again, thank you for joining me. Anything's possible. Don't give up. There's no real talent behind this shit. This is just a skill, and anyone can learn a fucking skill with discipline. So either you want it or not, right? Thanks again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.